Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. This is going to be the mid-April 2022 reading for the zodiac sign of Capricorn. Totally fine if you find this video a few days before the middle of the month, a few days after the middle of the month. You'll find it when you need it, Capricorn. As always, my readings are very intuitive, so I'll provide you any intuitive messages that I receive, as well as the meaning of the tarot cards. I do, however, recommend you check out your sun, moon, and rising just to get a full picture of everything that's going on for you. And if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. When you subscribe, that benefits me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post videos in the future. But with that being said, let's go ahead and jump in and get started. In column number 1, we're going to take a look at what's wrapping up and coming to a close. Column number 2, we're going to take a general look at what's happening through the end of April. We're going to do a money column, a love column, and in the 5th and final column, we're going to do a message from our future self or spirit guides. We're also going to do 3 yes or no questions, a healing crystal, and a healing note. But let's go ahead and start here. We're going to pull an affirmation summary card for the last few weeks, so what's wrapping up and coming to a close. We have the card Brilliance. I always love when this card comes up. Total hype. You are brilliant, Capricorn, and I hope you take this as a reminder of your brilliance. But let's see what's going on and what messages we have here. The first card that we have is the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is a card of like a new project or creative idea. It feels like you have a new endeavor that you started here in the last few weeks. The next card that we have is the Wheel of Fortune. For those of you that have listened to my readings before, you know I love the Wheel of Fortune. It's one of my favorite cards in the entire deck. It's a card of good fortune. It's a card of good luck. It's a turning point. So I do think this new endeavor is going to be really, really strong for you, leading to good fortune. And then at the bottom here, we have the 7 of Pentacles. The 7 of Pentacles is a card of patience. It's hard work, delayed success. It's waiting. So if you see this person, they planted their pentacles and now they're waiting for them to grow. So you could have been waiting for this turning point or this new endeavor for quite some time, Capricorn. But let's clarify and see what messages I can give you here. First and foremost, we have the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is a very reliable person. It's very hardworking, and this person is you, Capricorn. This is also, though, a card of patience. So again, we were talking with that 7 of Pentacles. I do likely feel like whatever this Page of Wand type energy is, this new endeavor, this new project or creative idea, is something that you've been working hard towards and waiting for quite some time. Kind of echoing that message we just had. And we have the Knight of Wands. Love the Knight of Wands. It's a very free-spirited card, very creative. It's like a card of freedom. And this is like you're being set free. You're feeling so good. You have the ability to be creative with this new endeavor. Hopefully also financial freedom for you, given it's paired with the Wheel of Fortune there. Then at the bottom we have the Chariot. Somebody once described this to me as the vroom vroom card. It means that things are moving. There's action, there's change, you're on a journey. Which is really wonderful to see on top of that 7 of Pentacles, because you could have been stagnant there for a while, patiently waiting for whatever to happen. Now in our next column, let's take a look at what is going to happen through the end of April for you. We have the card Moderation. Moderation is key. We want to eat and drink and go out and sleep and spend money, everything in moderation. But let's see what messages we've got coming here. All right. The first card that we have is the 10 of Pentacles. The 10 of Pentacles is a card of leaving a legacy. I like the 10 of Pentacles. It's very long-term type energy, typically long-term type money, which is good. So going back to what I said, spending money in moderation will definitely help you get to this long-term place. This is also a card of retirement, though. So Capricorn, some of you could be retiring. Very exciting for those of you that are. Congratulations. This could also be inheritance. So this is like kind of that lump sum type of money energy. The next card that we have is the 2 of Swords. The 2 of Swords is making a decision And oftentimes this is a card of like feeling like you're having to compromise. Of course, we're going to clarify that and see, but I do feel like there could be something going into the end of April, some sort of decision you have to make or something that feels like a compromise. The next card that we have is the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is a card of speed, action, quick change, news coming in. So this could be a couple different things. That could be that inheritance, that retirement news coming in. This news could be driving this change. But let's see what clarifying messages I can give you. The first card that we have is the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is another really good money card. So you have the Ten of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is very resourceful. So again, this is making good choices with your money. So moderation and make good choices with the money is the immediate messages here this month. But again, those good spending habits are also going to lead you to long-term financial success. The Queen of Pentacles is a very resourceful card. This is also a card of fertility, so some of you could be finding out that you're pregnant as well this month or having a baby. Very much so fertility energy there. The next card that we have is the Page of Swords. So the Page of Swords is a card of like gossip or truth coming out. Oftentimes this is like that water cooler talk or that gossip or that drama. Typically I always tell people to avoid it when we can, but that is likely going to be leading you to this decision. So you might be finding out some sort of truth that you have to make a decision on. But I will make sure that before you make any decisions, do make sure that you have all the information, have all the truth, I guess is the message that I'm getting there. At the bottom here, we have the Ten of Cups. Similar to the Wheel of Fortune, the Ten of Cups is my favorite card in the entire deck. So lucky you, you've had them both here early in the reading. The Ten of Cups is like the card of everything. You look at the rainbow here, there's a full rainbow, all the cups are full, there's a happy couple, kids playing, there's water running, the grass is green, there's a house in the background. It is seriously the card of everything. This is a card of family, contentment, total love, total support. Really wonderful card to have anywhere in the reading. And it is paired with the Eight of Wands there, which is that speed, quick action, change, or news coming in. So this news that's coming in is somehow going to get you towards or closer to this Ten of Cup type energy, that everything type energy. So overall, good feeling. Also another card of fertility, just given its association to family as well. Now at this point in time, we're going to take a look at our next column, which is anything related to money. So think job, career, finances, businesses you run, businesses you own, investments you have, really anything that you associate with money, Capricorn. The first card that we have is the Lover's card. I know we typically think of this as a love card, but it does have a meaning in our money column as well. With the Lover's card, this is a card of partnership. It could also indicate a choice. So having two of anything on the card could indicate a choice. So you could be having to make a money or job type choice this month. But this could also be a card of partnership. So it could be indicating your partnership with a coworker or a boss or even like a business partner. The next card that we have is the Ace of Swords. Anytime you have an ace card, this is a card of newness. Specifically, the Ace of Swords is new ideas or new mental clarity. So you might have a new understanding of a task that you're doing at work. You could have an idea on how to do something better or more efficient. It could be like a new investment idea. Definitely new idea type energy. Then at the bottom here, we have the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands is a card of like feeling like you have to defend yourself or feeling like you have to protect yourself against competition. If you see this person is standing on the hill, they have their one wand and then there's 6 other wands trying to hit them. So you could be at work feeling like you're having to defend yourself or defend your work, or that you like have competition at work. But let's clarify this column and see if I can give any other messages here, Capricorn. The first card that we have is the Strength card. So another major arcana card on top of the Lover's card. The Strength card is a card of self-love, unconditional love, self-respect, courage. Again, I feel like this is speaking to some sort of partnership at work. I do feel like this is like boss type energy for the most part, but again, could be business partner. But this is a really, really healthy relationship that's going on there. There's like unconditional love, which I know is a weird thing to say as it relates to work, but also very respected. Obviously, there's a conflict happening down here, but this partnership is like shining through much, much stronger. The next card that we have is the Ace of Cups. Again, anytime we have an ace card, it's a card of newness. Typically, the Ace of Cups indicates new baby, relationship, proposal, or marriage. When we have this in the money column, we want to be thinking that there could be a new business proposal, which makes sense because that Ace of Swords is like that new idea, that new mental clarity. So definitely there could be a new business partner coming on or a new business proposal in the works for you. Definitely new. We have two new energy cards paired together there. Then at the bottom we have the Tower card. The Tower card is like unwanted change, or it's like disgrace. It's like things being agitated. So there definitely is some sort of conflict here at the bottom. The nice thing with the Tower card is like you always come out on top, Capricorn, so I'm not super worried about this self-defense thing, but this is kind of acknowledging that you are feeling like you're having to defend yourself or your work, or there's like some competition going on. But again, I would say that you're going to come out on top there, especially because you have this really strong relationship that's a very important relationship as well. But now let's move on to our next column, which is anything related to love. So think family, friends, relationship, children. Again, anything that we associate with love. Okay. The first card that we have is the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords is a card of heartbreak, divorce, loss, depression. Of course, this isn't going to apply for all of you, Capricorn, but I do feel like there are some of you that are going through a heartbreak right now, or a separation, or possibly a divorce. So I do feel like some of you are on kind of the amends of ending a relationship. When I see the Three of Swords, it's oftentimes an indicator that like healing still needs to happen as well. So some of you could have like some past relationship type energy and trauma that you still need to work through, or feelings that you haven't fully processed through on a past relationship. The next card that we have is the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is probably like one of the best love cards you can honestly have, which is interesting because we have a very low love card followed by a very high love card. The Knight of Cups, though, is like, think knight in shining armor. This is that prince or princess charming type energy. Very romantic, very proposal. If you're hoping to enter into a new relationship, I do think this is a really good sign for you. This person is going to be really strong. It's not saying that we aren't still possibly ending a relationship here or coming out of a relationship, or even if you're in a relationship, there could be some healing that needs to happen still. We carry a lot of baggage. It's just human nature. But this is a really, like I said, really, really wonderful love card. Wonderful for a new relationship. This person is going to be like very much so that knight in shining armor or prince or princess charming energy. If you're engaged, this could be a proposal card too, so there's a chance that you could be getting engaged. But a very romantic type love. And if you're in a relationship, again, that's not saying that you don't need to work through some emotions there, but this is a good card even for an existing relationship as well. Very deep romantic love. The next card that we have is the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups could be a card where you're feeling like you're lacking fulfillment. That could have been attached to this Three of Swords type energy. The other meaning behind the Four of Cups, though, this fourth cup coming in here, is surprise gifts. So whether this is an existing relationship or new relationship, you could definitely be getting a gift from your partner this month, like flowers or chocolates or a nice date night or something. But again, that surprise gift type energy there. But let's see, let's clarify what we've got going on. We have the Six of Wands at the top. Super glad to see such a positive, strong card coming through on top of that Three of Swords. The Six of Cups is a card of like victory, recognition, good news, success. So you definitely will be successful in ending this relationship, healing from this relationship, moving on. Again, love to see that pairing together. This is like saying that you are like victorious coming out of this. And it is going to be good news. This is going to lead to good things. It's going to take you to good places. It's lessons learned. This is also like success. So again, success in healing itself. Like you're going to be successful in healing. The next card that we have is the Empress. The Empress is a great card. This is a card of creation. This is a card of abundance. This is a really, like I said, beautiful, romantic, strong love. So I'm not surprised to see this kind of abundance energy associated with it. This is also a card of fertility and pregnancy. So if you're hoping to grow your family, a really great sign for you there as well with the Empress there. Then at the bottom here, we have the Star card. The Star card is a card of renewal, hope, inner clarity. Oddly enough, I feel like if you are feeling that unfulfillment, there's going to be a renewal of energy, hope. Again, this relationship is like going to be so wonderful. It's going to kind of sweep you off your feet. So that's really good to see. There was something else I was going to say. I lost my train of thought. Sorry, Capricorn, with the Star card. Oh, and as odd as this sounds, like this gift is going to be really meaningful for you too. This is like going to reignite the spark for you too. So that gift I feel like will really like re-energize you, which it's not at all a materialistic thing, but it for some is a love language. So, but now let's take a look at our fifth and final column, which is a message from our future self or spirit guides, something to carry into the end of April with you. We have the card reaction. When I see this card, it means one of two things. Sometimes this is an indicator that there is like you've been busy and you haven't been able to process and react to these feelings. Or it can be kind of like a warning sign to not overreact to the things that are coming in the near future. But let's see what messages we have here. Oops. The first card that we have is the Magician. Love the Magician card. It's fabulous anywhere we have it in the reading. This is about turning your visions into reality. It's very inspired action. If you look at this card, the person has the infinity sign above their head, so very abundant. There's also a pentacle, a cup, a sword, a wand. It's like saying you have it all and you can have it all. So be very focused on what you want as you go into the end of April because, again, the Magician is like anything is possible. The next card that we have is the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is a card of teamwork. It could be a card of expansion. It could be a card of travel. Some of you could be traveling going into the end of April, but for some of you, like expansion is really what's sticking out here. You're like growing your mindset, if that makes sense. And of course, we're going to clarify that, but that's the message that's coming through right now. Then at the bottom, we have the Hermit card. The Hermit card is a card of going within for clarity. This light on the card is your light inside of you. This is like making sure you're on your own personal quest. You have that spiritual illumination, like you're living your life's path, living your life's journey. So it's always important to know what we want so we can ask for what we want through the Magician. But let's clarify and see what other messages we have here. The first card we have is the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is very speedy, very quick, news coming in. So I feel like whatever you're asking for is going to come quite quickly to you, Capricorn. So keep that in mind. Again, important with the Hermit to make sure that we know what we want so we can focus on what we want. The next card that we have is the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords is a card. It has a lot of meanings, but in this case, you see this person is like picking up their swords and moving on. And this is, again, tied to that expansion. You're really growing your mindset. You're moving on to something that's serving you much better with that Seven of Swords. Then at the bottom here, we have the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands oftentimes is like an indicator of challenges or obstacles. But I always explain this as small bumps in the road. They're not fighting with swords, they're fighting with wands. So this is like learning how to fight. It's insignificant oftentimes, but it is like little hiccups and bumps in the road. So I will say with the Hermit there, going within for clarity and finding out what you want, it's not always like easy to figure out. Sometimes you're kind of on that journey, you're going over the little bumps, and it's like you check and adjust as you go to make sure that you're getting what you want. But again, be focused on what you want, and I think you'll receive it quite quickly. So just keep that in mind as we go into the end of April. Now at this point in time, I'm going to give you the opportunity to ask 3 yes or no questions. We're going to use the Gypsy Witch fortune telling deck. If you don't have 3 questions in mind, you can pause the video and think of them really quick. But our first card is the Jack of Spades. This is number 52 card. That's going to be a yes. Question number 2 is the 7 of Clubs. This is number 20 card. That's also a yes. And question number 3 is the 10 of Diamonds. This is number 8 card. That's going to be a no. So we have yes, yes, no, Capricorn. If you watched our video earlier this month, we did pull a crystal from our Healing Stones deck. So crystal to keep with you throughout the month of April. Your crystal this month is Praise, which is good for composure, helps slow you down. It gives you this really wonderful, profound inner peace. It helps you think of solutions, and it also helps you trust in life. And last but not least, we're going to do a card from our Healing Notes deck. Your note says, all healing is first a healing of the heart. Thank you so much, Capricorn, for tuning in, watching, and listening. Please do like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how this video resonates with you. Again, when you subscribe, that benefits me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post videos in the future. If you feel inclined, I did include my Venmo in the comments box if you'd like to make a donation. And last but not least, I hope you have a fabulous rest of your April. Thank you so much, Capricorn.